Next is the Asoto Valley. The traditional cooking of this region incorporates both French and Swiss influences. Stone ground cornmeal is transformed into polentas. Traditionally, polenta is prepared by constantly stirring cornmeal, water, and salt over heat for 40 to 45 minutes with a wooden stirring stick called a mescola. The resulting mush is then poured onto a wooden board to cool slightly and is cut with kitchen string while still hot. At one time, families would take shifts as stirrers. Today, automatic stirring machines make the job easier. Fontina cheese, it is a semi-cooked straw yellow cheese with tiny holes and a soft texture, is used to make fonduta or fondue, one of the region's famous dishes. Local bread is made of cold, hardy northern grains like rye or buckwheat. Panenero or the black bread is a staple food made with rye and wheat flours that was once baked in the communal oven just once a year and dried to preserve it. Beef is a staple meat. Carbonade is a classic stew made with salt, cured or fresh beef, onions, red wine, butter, and nutmeg, often served with polenta. Next is the Veneto. In general, the cooking in this region is based on four basic food: the polenta, rice, beans, and vegetables along with wild fowl, mushrooms, or seafood. Traditional courses include risi e bisi or rice and peas, and fegato alla venetiana or calf's liver fried with onions. Sorpresa is a finely ground pure pork sausage traditionally made from pigs fed on chestnuts and potatoes. Veneto's contribution to Italy's pasta culture is a style of fresh pasta called bigoli, which gets its name from the traditional kitchen implement, a 4-inch wide bronze tube called a bigolaro. Bigoli, a long spaghetti-style pasta with a hole in its middle, is made on a hand-operated press by forcing pasta dough through the bigolaro, then cutting the strands to the desired length. On the picture is again the risi e bisi, which is also called the rice and peas, and then the fegato alla venetiana. It is calf's liver fried with onions. We also have the riducci di Treviso. This is a bitter red chicory served as a salad, but more often grilled and served with salt and olive oil. Next region in Italy is the Central Italy. Central Italy encompasses 6 of the country's regions: the Abruzzo, the Latium, the Marches, Molise, Tuscany, and Umbria. First is the Abruzzo. This region is sparsely populated and geographically diverse. It is known for its livestock production and farming, the growing and production of the highly prized herb saffron, and an abundance of seafood specialties. The pasta most often associated with Abruzzo is macaroni alla chitarra. It is a square spaghetti so named because the device used in its production, made of a wooden box strung with steel wire, resembles a guitar. The red chili pepper peperoncino is known as Giavolino or the Little Devil and is a key ingredient in the cuisine of this area. The town of Sulmona is Italy's confectionery capital and is where the sugared almond was created 250 years ago. A blend of the best almonds and extra fine sugar produced this traditional wedding candy or confetti, which signifies the union of life through the bitterness of the almond and the sweetness of the candy of what matrimony and life may offer. The region's cheeses include a vast assortment of pecorino and scamorza, a close relative of mozzarella. Next is the Latium. This rustic region is home to Rome, the capital of Italy, and much of its countryside remains as it must have been in the days of the empire. Quiet, dotted with sheep, the domain of farmers and shepherds who make a living in its hills and valleys. Simple pastas made of flour and water are the basis of many famous pasta dishes that include bucatini alla matriciana with tomato, onion, bacon, and a dash of cognac, spaghetti alla carbonara with bacon, eggs, butter, and cheese, sauce dusted with black pepper, coal flakes, and spaghetti alla puttanesca, which includes garlic, tomatoes, capers, olives, herbs, and anchovies. Over 90 varieties of artichokes are grown in Italy and are very popular in Rome, where they are flattened and fried twice for carciof alla ghidia, the Jewish style, or prepared alla romana, stuffed with breadcrumbs, parsley, anchovies, salt, and pepper. Meat dishes include abascio al forno or the roast lamb, or alla cacciatora, lamb with anchovy and rosemary sauce, and saltimbocca, a fillet of veal rolled in ham and flavored and served in a marsala sauce. Next is the marshes. The food of marshes is a mix of rustic fare and seafood. Brudetto is a fish stew found along the Adriatic coast and varies in form from each coastal town. This region's brudetto includes the red and gray mullet, cuttlefish or squid or both, oil, garlic, and saffron served on either fried or toasted bread. Dried cod is used in a dish called stocafiso, while sea snails cooked in fennel are a delicacy. The Marsh's signature dish is prosciutto, where a roast suckling pig is either served whole or is sliced into crispy bread rolls. Classic pastas include parpadelle alla papara, a flat pasta with duck sauce, and vinaigrette, a lasagna containing cream, truffles, ragu, butter, Parmigiano Reggiano, mozzarella, and various other ingredients. Other specialties include ascolana, olives stuffed with meat and lightly fried, pasta served with clams and mussels, risotto with farro grain, smoked trout from mountain streams, rabbit with fennel and sausage, and fava beans with fresh pecorino cheese. Chascolo is a salami. It is a specialty made by kneading very finely ground pork from the belly and shoulder of the pig with a good quantity of fat until the mixture is soft. Cacciota di Urbino cheese, on the other hand, is pale yellow and is slightly perforated by characteristic little holes. Made from sheep's and cow's milk, it is eaten after maturing for 20 to 30 days. Next is Mollis. Mollis shares many of the culinary traditions of the Abruzzo region, but there are also a few dishes unique to the region. One is Plenta di Rag, a white polenta made with potatoes and wheat and served with tomato sauce. Another is Calconi di Ricotta Rustica. It is a ravioli stuffed with ricotta, provolone, and prosciutto then fried in oil. Traditionally, townspeople migrated to the area each year bringing their sheep to Poglia. Because the animals were meant to be sold, not used for personal needs, meat was considered a luxury. The interior of Mollis is dotted with apple orchards of a very old type of tree that produces very aromatic fruit known as Mela limoncellia. Many families used to display these apples around their kitchen and living room door frames because of their special scent. They have a green-yellow peel, a very strong scent, and a slightly acidic yet sweet flavor. Next is Tuscany. The Etruscans, who likely hailed originally from Asia Minor, settled primarily in Tuscany around 1000 BC, planting vines and olive groves and spreading their cultural and culinary influence as far as the islands of Corsica and Elba. It has been said that this is where Italian cooking was born, at the court of Medici. The region is home to the extra virgin Tuscan olive oil, an intense oil with a green to golden color. The white-hided cattle found in Tuscany's Chiana Valley produce large cuts of meat that is low in fat. Florence offers its famous alla Fiorentina steak and specialties that include ribollita, a thick vegetable soup, fagioli, al ocelotto. These are beans sauteed in garlic and sage with tomatoes, and fagioli al fiasco. These are beans with oil, onions, and herbs cooked in a round battle, a fiasco, over a coal fire. Seafood dishes include triagli or red mullet and a delicious fish soup known as causico alla Livornese. Known as a strong bread and once considered an aphrodisiac, panforte is a cake containing almonds, honey, candied lemon, and orange peel, flour, sugar, and spices. Tuscan wines are known worldwide, including Chianti, which comes in both red and white varieties. Next is the Umbria, the green heart of Italy. Since it is landlocked, Umbria relies on pork for most of its classic preparations, and its pork butchers are said to be the best in Italy. Every scrap of the pig is put to good use. Its specialties like guanciale, the salted and cured meat from the pig's cheek, are added to pasta sauces and pots of fava beans or peas. Specialties like guanciale, the salted and cured meat from the pig's cheek, are added to pasta sauces and pots of fava beans or peas. Norcia in the Apennine foothills is the home of Italy's best black truffles or the Tartufo Nero. Covered by a black skin with small wart-like bumps, the truffle has a purple-black flesh with distinctive white veins and a delicate scent. Unlike white truffles, which can only be eaten raw, black truffles can be heated and added to sauces and pastas without losing their flavor. Many types of handmade pasta like strozzepreti or please strangles are not typically found outside Umbria. Besides homemade fresh egg pastas, the production of much of the dried pasta consumed throughout Italy occurs in Umbria. Umbria is also the home of Perugina, now owned by Nestle. It is one of the major chocolate producers in Italy.